We're back. We're back.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the podcast.
No one's letting you forget in the club. That is for fucking sure.
Are you in lots and lots of pain? How bad is the pain?
Fuck you fucking asshat. Having fun dancing in the floor.
Number one, why am I calling you? Number two, you ruined everything.
Oh, so good. Hello, friends. Welcome back to the podcast. This is your co-host, Kelsey, and we've got something a little different in the pocket for you today, which I'm super excited for. But we first want to address the fact that my co-host is not in this intro right now. And the reason for that is because we are giving you a little clip into our day one of the Reignite Your Fire live event. So day one actually started yesterday. If you are listening to the podcast on Wednesday, the day that it comes out, and if you're listening in a future date, that's great too. But we thought it would be really fun to give you a little inside scoop behind the scenes to see what actually happens in one of these events with us. So I just wanted to hop on and give you a little context, give you a little intro of where we're going. It's going to be a little switching gears here. And the event is still open for registration. So if you missed day one, we are doing day two today, and we still have day three and day four. So you can get in on it, you can do the replays, and you can still be in the pocket with us if you want to join after listening. And of course, if you listen to the segment and you're like, fuck, I need to be in the club, obviously, we would love to have you. So you can head to the show notes, you can put yourself on the wait list, or you can come into the live event, because if you're in the live event, you're going to get first dibs. First dibs is going to our live event, ladies, and then we'll open it up to the wait list, and then it'll come out to the general population after that, if there's even spots left, because we are only opening a very limited amount of spots. This is a boutique experience. It's very intentional. We are only taking 23 women through this round. So if you are one of those women and you're like, fuck, I want to be in there, well, giddy up. Come to the live event so that you can get in on the magic and claim one of those spots when we do open the doors later this week. And other than that, sit back, relax, enjoy, and we will be seeing you real soon, friends. We love you. Bye.
The person who entered this free training is a version of you, okay? It's the OG version. And we all have our default patterns. So what do you generally do if there's a free event? Most people sign up, they never show up. Some people show up, some people sign up, they show up for day one, and then they're like, I just can't. And then as the week goes on, a lot of times people sort of are like, this is where our very deep subconscious programs come online. Just people say self-sabotage, I call it self-protection. It comes on because our system is committed to staying where it is. It loves it. It loves safety. It loves predictability. Humans are wired for it. Our soul is like the opposite. The soul is like, let's fucking go. It's where the dreams exist. It's where the part of us who knows we're like meant to expand in these big, bold, badass versions. So I just want you to notice how you interact with even this 4 days. For nothing else, then you're going to really see yourself in your patterns, right? Like I know for me, for years, I had this idea of like, I'm just a woman who doesn't finish it. Like that was my thing. I never crossed the finish line on anything. And then I lost self-confidence, self-trust. It just eroded every time I didn't commit to something. And I get it. I got 2 fucking crazy young little kids. I'm solo parenting. I got fucking business, another business I'm trying to unravel. I'm trying to fucking date. I'm trying to get laid. I'm trying to get all the things. Like I've got a busy fucking life too. Like I get it. And there is something really powerful about becoming the woman who fucking shows up no matter what, even if it's like on a replay at 2:00 in the morning. It's not even about the content we're sharing. It's about how you interact with it and how you show up or don't show up, and how you like submit to your patterns and the unconscious programs that are probably running your life, because science shows by the age of 35, we're 95% unconscious beings. What does that mean? We're not making our choices. We're not running our day to day, right? We get up, get out of bed, same side, grab the coffee, do the thing, have the shower, go on the TikToks or the fucking IGs or the Bumbles. I don't know. I'm not on apps, but like those apps. It's like we do the same shit over and over and over again. And then what do we get? We get the same results, right? So we really want to fuck with the program. We want to upgrade the program. And Kelsey, I know we both done it the long way around, the really, really long way around to teach this, but there is a fast track fucking portal to change and transformation, but it's oftentimes not what we think it is. So we're going to dive into that a little bit more, but I'll just preface this, that inside the club, we talk a lot about you 2.0. So again, like we just spoke about, we have our OG version of us, who is the one who's created the life that we currently have. Okay. That's it. End of story. It's like we do a certain thing, we have results, end of story. We want to help you upgrade into you 2.0. So we want you thinking like her, acting like her, behaving like her. And that starts today. That starts now. Oftentimes when we go into the personal development, spiritual industry, there's a lot of like, okay, let's go back and revisit the childhood. Do I do that shit with clients all the fucking time? Do we do it in the club? Yes. But what I'm saying is it doesn't have to be long, arduous, and complicated. You can make a choice today to invest in you 2.0 and be like, I'm not going to abandon and leave that like OG version, but I don't need to do that before I start taking different actions. That's what I'm trying to get the point across, is that you can decide today, you know what would happen if for the next 4 days I showed up like me 2.0? What would she do? What decisions would she make? And they're all little teeny tiny micro decisions. We in the club want sustainability. We want actual transformation that comes from micro movements, micro shifts. And sometimes it comes from big, bold moves as well, a combination of them. But we don't want to blow out your nervous system quickly, so you're shut down, overwhelmed, or completely in fight or flight.
Freeze response. Yeah.
In some response, so that you can't take any action, because that's what happens a lot when we try to make big changes too fast and without the right support, is we sort of blow out the nervous system. We go into like shutdown. Then we're sitting on the couch binging ice cream, watching Love is Blind. Not like I've done that many times. But what I'm saying is there is a version of you 2.0 who exists right now. It's already inside of you. The timeline is there. It's just like, what are the moves that you can make today? And we love this. We teach this a lot in the club. It's like in every moment, like rather than having to go back and figure it all out right now, it's like, okay, in every single moment throughout your day, you're presented with choice points. And, it could be going from the stairs or the elevator to the stairs, right? It could be setting your alarm for 3 minutes earlier than your usual alarm. Like that's an investment in you 2.0, because that's giving you 3 extra minutes. So it doesn't have to be like, I'm getting up at 4 a.m. and I'm going to eat egg whites and gravy.
Overhaul my whole life.
Overhaul everything today. How well does that last, right? Like I owned a gym for 8 years. We see membership, the membership, let's sign up in January. And then by February 2nd, it's like, nobody's there. Right. So it's just, we want to understand ourselves, the unconscious choices we're making, all those pieces for sure. That's like the deep foundational work that we obviously want to do to make sustainable changes. And you can also invest in you 2.0 right now and start to see different results in your life. So we're here to remind you, you're a super powerful conscious creator. You are literally like vibrating with potential. Like there is unclaimed power in every single one of us. We all have dreams. We all have lives we want to actualize. And I think the real fucking pandemic right now is the fact that women have fallen out of love with themselves and life. And I see this all the time. It's like, there's just like there's a stuckness.
What's the point?
What's the point? I've tried so many times. Like that story, I know for me was a really, really, really online for a long time. I had a life that I like not even that long ago. I was living on government assistance. I had just opened a business. I had no fucking business running. I had no idea what I was doing. My partner was struggling with drug addiction. I was pregnant. Like it was like fucking carnage. And I was literally like spent years in adrenal fatigue, chronic stress, panic attacks, depression, like crazy shit. Like hated my life, like literally wanted to escape my life all the time. I felt no self-confidence, just like a shell of a fucking woman. And I'm telling you, the woman sitting here today, it has been a journey, but I am like, I wake up literally every day in fucking love with life, like obsessed with what I'm creating. And it was not unicorns and rainbows and butterflies getting here, let me tell you, but it was like to go from where I was in the relationship I had with myself, with money, with my sexuality, like all of that was literally my power. All of it was shut down. Like you could say I was at like a very dangerously low amount. It was like life force energy was like, beep, beep. Like the flame, like I thought the flame was almost out. Like that's what I see as like death. It's like the flame was so low. And so I had to learn how to build it back up, and not through environment and other people and circumstances, because that's a risky game. Whenever we put our happiness or our transformation, or we want somebody that, you know, a person, a man or whatever, to come into our lives to make us feel better, or we want the money to make us feel better, it's just a bit of a risky game, because if it goes, we're fucked. We don't have that foundational core knowing that we're the one who creates the success. We're the one who creates the money. We're the one who creates the relationships. And it's our choice always. So that's what, like Kelsey said, that's like the work that we have both personally done, and to become unshakable, because I'm not tied to anything now. Like if a person comes in my life and they're immaculate, then amazing. But I can also choose to leave. Whereas before I was stuck in a relationship because I didn't trust myself to make money. I felt completely stuck. I didn't know how to do it. And so I stayed in relationships and situations and careers way too long because of the fear of like not trusting myself to be able to do it. And, you know, we want, like, I just feel on fire right now. I feel like literally just everything is revamped up. And that's why I think we're so excited, because I think Kelsey and I have had some pretty profound transformations where we really shouldn't be where we are today. We really shouldn't. We really shouldn't. No. So I mean, even speaking in front of you, I was humiliated as a kid and got bullied. So like even being in a group, if I was to come on here, I would go into like crazy red chest and have a full blown, like be like panicking and all the things. And I'm just like, I'm fucking good with me. Like, you love me, I love you. And if you hate me, I still love you. It's okay. Like, that ain't about me. So anyways, yeah.
And exploring this concept of you 2.0 really does begin from the place of embracing and loving and accepting your OG self. So we can't bypass the OG and make her wrong and use shame, blame, make wrong, or judgment, and then expect the transformation of you 2.0. You 2.0 comes through the embracing and literally the pouring of approval onto your OG self. Because your OG self was developed in response to a lot of unrelational circumstances, a lot of challenging circumstances. And without the proper tools and techniques and strategies and support systems, your system is so wildly intelligent that it develops adaptations to help you get through things that are really fucking hard. And so you will never hear us making wrong the OG. The OG is, you know, she's like the MVP. We love her because without her, you wouldn't be here. However, you know, sometimes like the best athletes, they have to retire because, you know, they've played their game, they've done their thing, and now it's time for them to rest. And it's time for your OG to rest. She's played the championship game of her fucking life. She's knocked it out of the park. And now it's time for her to retire so that you 2.0 can take over and like cross these other finish lines, which is like your dream life. The things that you want for yourself in your life, your dream relationship. All of these things are going to be created and generated by you 2.0. And so throughout the week, you know, if there was a goal or there's an intention, it's really to have you meet and get intimately acquainted with this you 2.0. You get to see what you are made of when you commit. You can see what you are made of when like you might feel that resistance or the self-sabotage and you show up anyway.
You get to see what's possible when you are surrounded by other people and other women who are on this path of being committed to greatness. This is a really important thing with building your dream life. And, like Christine said, we've been through many dumpster fires. Like, I've been in very tumultuous, abusive relationships and have found a way through. So like, I'm never going to make my OG self wrong, because she had the fucking balls to get out of something that was going to, drag her down, maybe take her out altogether. And she found the courage and the energy to make new moves, even though there was no clear path. There was no, light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak. There was no guarantee that things were going to work out better. But there was just this thing inside of me that was like, this is not my fucking life. This is not what I was put here for. And that moment happened in my early 20s. It was a very sobering moment. And I'm like, this is not what I choose. And so it was that moment that things started to spark. And then I went through my journey and, found a community of people who were creating consciously. They were creating their life on purpose. And it was the first time ever that I had ever really stopped to dreamscape my life, to consider like, what is possible for me in my life if I get to kind of take the wheel and drive. Like, so much of my life up until that point was by someone else's design. It was on this default setting of like, this is what you're supposed to do with your life. And like, everything in my body was like, no, that's not what I want. Like, I'm so unconventional. Like, that wasn't for me. And so meeting a group of people who were kind of moving differently, they were asking different questions, they were in the pocket of possibility, opened my field of potentiality. It opened up this space of possibility for me to start dreaming and exploring, like, what is true and authentic for me? And what if my life looks totally different than my brother or my mother or my father or my best friend? And what if that was totally okay? And I just let myself dream it. And what ended up happening is, in this process of visioning out my ideal life, the craziest shit started to happen. Like, I ended up on national television in lingerie with my best friends. Like these are parts of my story that like I could never have predicted. I could never have scripted, but they were so fucking fun because we were following this thread of what wants to be created. And my friends and I created a business that ended up getting on national television. And it was this wild ride. And since that point, I'm like, well, if I could create that, I'm probably unstoppable. There's probably nothing that I couldn't create. And I have this energy in me of like, if I want to do something, I'm going to fucking do it. That's my 2.0. But then when my OG kind of comes back in, she's like, ooh, that's scary. I don't know. Maybe let's just stay safe. Let's stay in what's familiar. Like, this is good. This is good enough. I don't know if you've ever said that to yourself. It's not great, but it's not bad. It's good enough. And so whenever I hear that, I'm like, ooh, that's the OG. Cool. So something's gotten rattled. Something's gotten triggered. And let me tend to that so that I can come back into my relationship with me 2.0. So today we want to have you meet a little bit of that 2.0 energy. And we want to have you explore, what is that dream life for you? What is like one thing or one experience that you really want to have and you've always wanted to have it? And listen, it doesn't matter if it's a conventional dream or an unconventional dream. It doesn't fucking matter. What matters is that it's true and authentic to you. So if you could, imagine your life, if you look at like OG self, like what's happening with OG self, and what are the things that you're like meh about in that world? because your dream life is often the polar opposite of what's happening on that meh track. Okay, so like if it's hard to kind of pinpoint like my dream life, I've never thought about this before, and like that's sending me into dysregulation, and now I'm overthinking. If that's happening, just take a beat and like just look at the things that are happening in your day to day that you're just not super inspired by. And if you were to look at the opposite thing, so let's say I wake up every morning and I'm feeling uninspired. There's a high probability that my dream life includes me waking up every morning feeling inspired, feeling turned on by life, turned on by my life, turned on by my choices. Perhaps my dream life has a lot to do with me backing myself and like being courageous and saying things that need to be said, even if they're uncomfortable. Maybe my dream life means moving to another country. Maybe my dream life means like having chickens on a farm. I don't know. It doesn't matter what your dream life is. It just matters that you give yourself permission to even explore it. So we're going to do that.
We're going to do a little exercise, team. It's a time where your brain's going to be like, I don't think I can do this. I'll do it later. Don't do it later. And it doesn't have to be big and complicated. Michelle, I just want to address your comment. You said, I've never had the time to think about a dream life. It's always been survival. And I just want to say I can really relate to that. In fact, this conversation would have pissed me right fucking off if I was in where I was, I'd be like, oh, your dream life, that's cute. Barely fucking do this. Like shadow would have come out. And so what I'll say to that is that we don't want to stretch in this exercise. We're not going to stretch too far. Oftentimes people say like, what's your dream life? Your brain's like, okay, well, I'll be living on the ocean, maybe over like, with a yacht, super, like we want this to think like in a year, what does your dream life look like? 1 year, like 12 months from now. Like if October, whatever it is, 29th of 2025, what does your dream life look like? And if you can't even access that, go even, just zoom out even more. Like my dream life would be to not be survival mode, right? Like just start pulling with what is right now. So if you feel like I'm in fucking survival mode and I can't, dream life feels annoying and it feels very far from me, your dream life might be like waking up and feeling a bit more regulated, waking up and being able to take a deep breath where I don't feel like my chest is like tight. Your dream life might be, having an extra $300 in your bank account a month. Your dream life might be, right? Like, it's sort of like, what's the dream life that's not so far? Because what happens is when we start actually looking at goals or affirming things that are too far outside of our scope or a window of tolerance, our system actually it's like irrelevant. Like our nervous system if the information is too far off, it actually kicks it out and we don't even register it. So we just want to work with what is. So if dream life might be like, waking up and might be just feeling a bit better. Yeah. Right? Like
having time to have a bath once a week, like a ritual bath.
Totally.
Being able to eat the food that you want to eat, shop where you want to shop. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, pop it in the chat. Let us know what that vision you have for yourself, your life, whether it's in the next 6 months, the next year. What do you got? What's coming through?
And try not to go too far over a year. So if you're thinking of like, keep the year as like your cap.
Yeah.
Dream life would be spending more time taking care of myself so I can take care of everyone else and not be burnt out and resentful.
Yes.
Yes. 100%
Obsessed.
When we say medium specific, I want to stay open with pieces of the dream. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Penny, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
There are no hard and fast rules here.
No.
We want you to work with your nervous system, work with your body. Yeah. So if that's what actually works, and sidebar, in human design, some people are specific manifestors and some people are non-specific. So for me, I'm a very specific manifester, which means like if I write down like I want to manifest this specific amount of money or this particular neighborhood that I want to live in, that really works for me. Other people, it works really well to think about the feelings and the energy that they want to manifest. So whatever works for you is how we want you to answer it. No wrong answers.
No wrong answers. Michelle, that makes sense to me. Thank you. Yes, amazing. Danny, LOL, haha, fuck the rules. Yes.
Yes.
Fuck the rules in the club and we make our own. Because
Yeah.
whenever you put constriction on something, it's like an animal, like it freaks out. It doesn't like it. And it actually cock blocks healing. So we find that holding the spaciousness for all to exist and loving it and joke and, being really playful, it actually has you have the transformation without you even knowing it, which is fucking crazy. So to be working in a purposeful position, supporting personal development, potentially in a retreat setting.
Ooh, love that.
Yes, we can help you with that for sure. Right up our alleys. Hosting a retreat next month. Okay. Yes. Love human design. I'm not specific. Yep. I'm a projector in human design. Amazing. Oh, learning to delegate in my business so I can spend more time doing what I love and making more money.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the self-sabotagers are gonna love to keep you busy, so you're out of your thermometer range of money. We'll be going on that on Thursday. Going a dream life, 10x my coaching biz with a grounded nervous system and time for my kids.
Yes.
Yes.
Love that.
Having more time for self-care and play, creative pursuits, waking up excited with energy and to launch one of my 1,000 business ideas.
Yes. Well, I mean, both Christine and I have ADHD as well. So like, I know that there's been a couple comments of like the ADHD, like, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. Like we get it. Like it has literally taken so much for us to like focus on building Club Unhinged. And like even in Club Unhinged, we have all of these offshoots. Like we have a podcast, we have a private podcast, we have mini trainings, we have the club, like we have these free events, we have social media, like there's so many working parts, which plays to that element of our ADHD in a way that actually helps us get things done. So we understand this so much.
Yes.
So much.
Totally. I'm a manifestor in human design too. So it's like the ideas being all over the place with like the channel being wide open and a psychic. Holy fuck. I just got to dial that potent. I love this. I am just trying to get employed. Yes. I've been off for this long. This job market is wild. Just want to be financially dependent again and want to be open to dating again.
Ooh, yeah.
This is my favesies. I love this. Yeah. Love that so much. Also being financially abundant. Yes. My dream life, waking up with a sexy man, probably a pet as well, then heading off to do some really fun work that actually means something, speaking to some really interesting people, having lots of money, then going dancing in the evening. Well, fuck, I want in on that too. I know. I love that.
Yeah. Party time. Can we all like live in the same town and
totally. Animals together. I feel good waking up and enjoy each day instead of focusing on the future. Yes. Michelle, a year from now, I want to be actually living my life, feeling a balance between doing work that brings me joy and feels calm to my system, living in a physical space that feels inspiring, like home, building more community of soul-aligned people in person and online, and speaking on platforms and in ways that I never could imagine that exceeded my expectations, and receiving an abundance of money based on my unique talents and gifts. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Can't just pick one of them. It's so far in the future. Fuck, this is such a game changer. I felt alone in the ADHD lately. You know what? Totally. And also, this is what I'll say as well, is when you can regulate your nervous system, and this is like the foundational work of a lot of this stuff, the focus and clarity and flow state that comes online is pretty fucking wild. Like it's incredible. Reagan, Kelsey, and I worked with you 8 to 9 years ago. Love, amazing. Okay, I'm easily bringing in 15 to 20K or more each month with ease through coaching. Yes, program. OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Yes. I wake up feeling super inspired each day to create a market and share and collaborate. I have a super hot NM man who loves to spoil and give me cash and gifts all the time. We have insanely amazing sex. Flow state, please. I love these. Okay, these are so fucking good. So fucking good. And we'll see more. I'm sure more answers will come in. Yes. Okay, so now the fun part. why do you think that you do not have this yet? Okay, so I want you to just and give us the honest answer.
Mm-hmm.
Don't give us the like, oh, I know the podcast I listened to this morning. They told me that this is the good answer. So try not to give the like, this is the textbook answer, but like just be honest, like be real.
The real fucking answer.
Yeah, give us the real answer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, not a good support system, deep-rooted subconscious patterning because I'm a negative, whiny little bitch. Oh fuck, I love you, Kay. Kay's in the club. So you'll notice that
Kay's in
like
the club.
the super unhinged answers are generally
club members.
people pleasing and giving away people pleasing and giving way too much of a fuck what random people think and what random people think. Yes. Negative beliefs, scared to do shit by myself.
Overthinking, abandonment and feeling worthless as a child and going through betrayal as an adult, loss of trust in myself. Oof, Michelle, we have like serious betrayal wounds, serious abandonment wounds. So we get you. And it does really rattle the sense of self-trust 100%.
Loss of self-trust for sure. Yes, 100%.
ADHD brain missed the question.
Squirrel, where are we? What happened?
What? I don't like that question. Why do you think you don't have it? Why do you think you don't have your dream life?
Fear of rejection. So scared, shit scared to commit to putting offers out there, attaching my self-worth to my net. Yes. Oh, where did that go? My net worth.
Not prioritizing me, feeling like I have to be the best partner and parent and be super hard on myself to strive for perfection. Still healing from traumatic abusive relationship, but I'm already so much better and on the path. Yes. Gosh, Christine and I know that. I've repeated that cycle twice.
Pouring more into others than actually focusing more on building my 2.0, 100%. Yep. If we're focused on why do you think I loved super chaotic relationships? Because I got to completely abandon ship of myself and I got to focus on the person that I could be like, you're not doing it. And hopefully you were better, then I would be okay. That did very well for me.
Feeling like I'm not capable, deep-rooted subconscious beliefs. Feeling like I'm not there yet, like not qualified. Ooh, that is a juicy one. Simple disbelief, lack of confidence, solely because I'm like way and that I need to work on myself a lot more before I can step up into this role. Yeah, I need, to read 20 more books and I need to go and do this course over here and And like all of those are, I mean, obviously learning is great. Like we have the club, like it's not like we're like, don't ever work on yourself. But that can easily be a way that we kind of stay in this holding pattern of not having to take new action. Yeah. So get that.
Yeah. We hear a lot of these. I mean, a lot of people think it's mindset. A lot of people think it's like they're not high vibe enough or like they're not thinking the right thoughts. Anyone relate to that? Yeah, the personal development world can be very tricky. I have invested, I don't even know how many hundreds of thousands of dollars in group programs and courses and mentors. And I've seen kind of a lot in the personal development and the spirituality world. A lot of confusing information and the manifestation world. Like, holy fuck. Like I felt really lost in the personal development world. It was almost like the more I knew, the less I knew. Like it was like I'm so overwhelmed with this information. I listened to this like inspiring thing over here and then over here, but I didn't understand what actually moved the needle forward. Like I was like, I know all this information. Why am I not like having major changes? And so it wasn't until I finished a 6-month coaching certification in like the nervous system and trauma and how it affects your ability to actualize your purpose and to make money. And it was fascinating because, as I told you earlier, I had we'll go into this more on Thursday, but in the money part, but like I had a terrible relationship with money. I told you I was living on EI. I was in relationships, not leaving them because I was terrified of supporting myself. And, you know, it's amazing. The nervous system impacts everything. And even when I got myself into groups of people where they were like making a ton of money, first I was triggered. I hated them all. I'm like, you're fucking idiots. And who
I want what you have secretly.
totally, but I desperately want it behind the scenes. And so I, you know, dropped the judgment and the armor and was like, okay, I fucking want this. And so I started having, you know, a 5K month, a 10K month, a 15, a 20, a 25, a 30, 40K month. And I was like, what the fuck? But I was hungover. I was fucked out of my mind. I would be like super hungover the next day. I had no idea what was happening. And this is the same thing with purpose. So if you're you know, you want to create a business, you want to do something creative, it really expand in any way, shape or form. There was this like hangover, and then I would like have 3 steps forward, and then I would go and like binge Netflix, or I would have this and then I'd go eat, so there's all these crazy things happening behind the scenes when I was trying to expand. Like I was having the expansions, like, but I was like pulled back and having all this. And so when we work from a really deep, it's not your mindset and it's not your morning fucking routine. And it doesn't matter whether you wake up at 4 a.m. or 11 a.m. It has nothing to do with it. It literally doesn't. And this was the pieces where we were like, hallelujah, like the angels sing and everything. Because it's like the more we make ourselves wrong, the more we make ourselves try to fit inside a box of what worked for that, you know, Tony Robbins or this major coach, whatever the thing is, like you know, here's the thing, and this is what you have to do. You have to work harder. You have to hustle. You know, you
grind,
or you're not high vibe enough. Like you're just, if you thought better thoughts, or if you were just, you know, I've seen
choose a better feeling thought.
I'm like learning more about the science behind it. I'm like, you can't actually get there. Like, even if you sit there and you affirm, oftentimes when we're doing affirmations, like a lot of traditional manifesting techniques, creating our dream lives, they actually push it further away. We're completely self-abandoning. We're completely you know, like the reason we're stuck, like, is because there's things we don't want to feel. We have unprocessed trauma, unprocessed emotional experiences. And the
nervous system is off the rails.
The nervous system's off the rails. And what that does is that every time we try to take action, every time we try to make money, if our system is seeing what we want, our dream life, as a threat in any way, shape, or form, which is unconscious, because usually when I ask people, I'm like, so why don't you think you have it? And they're like, you know, this. I'm like, like, no, it's not that. It's, or they can't imagine or understand why. They're like, no, I really want that thing. I'm like, I know your conscious mind, your soul, your heart is, you know, you have that dream laced within you because you're meant to actualize it. That's not the problem. It's the fact of like, you have a thermostat on how much success, how much love, how much money, how much, whatever it is, you're going to allow into your system. And if you hit that upper limit, it's going to crack. You're going to go into dysregulation, and that dysregulation is going to have you again in shutdown. It's going to have you in freeze. It's going to have you in fight or flight. It's going to have you not thinking clearly. So it's like this secret ops team. I'll go too much into the science, but our neuroception is fucked. Basically, we're not, the data coming into our system is not accurate. And because of the trauma and the unprocessed emotions and the nervous system are, they're not picking up things accurately, and they're sitting in our system as undigested experiences. That's the thing that's stopping us from actualizing it. Like we have all of this unclaimed power. And the reason we have unclaimed power is because at some point in our life, that power got shut off. Some experience happened, visibility, our worth, whatever it was, like something happened in our life that kind of cock blocked, that stopped that power. And what we want to do is we want to help you dissolve the blocks. We want to help you claim. We want to help you unlock that unclaimed power, that power that's sitting in your bones. Because again, soul is saying to you all the time, it's whispering in your ear, you want that thing. You want that calm nervous system with your kids. You want all that money coming in. You want to be in your purpose. You want to be impacting people's lives. And you're fucking capable. You're 1,000% capable. And the information that I was like, Kelsey and I have been really diving into and learning and practicing ourselves, and then helping other people as well. It is so fast, and it is so simple, and it is so fucking easy. Like, that's the thing. For years, I was like, is it mindset? Is it this? Is it manifestation? Is it spirituality? Do I just need to be more high vibe? Do I need to access, channel my higher self? Do I need to act as if? Do I need to, like, it was, maybe I'll breath work, I'll cold plunge, I'll do the fucking things. but it's all temporary. Like I'll eat, you know, keto, I'll gluten-free. Maybe it's my dairy intake. No, it's like those things are fine, but you can't out breath work your fucking trauma, right? Right.
And
It's
your
like
nervous system. Yeah.
nervous system. Like it is we're fighting. Oh, I'm so passionate about this. It's because it's like, I know what that stuckness felt like. It was horrendous. I was like, I know, like, why do I have dreams of speaking on stages? Why do I have dreams of helping people actualize their potential? Why do I feel like I'm meant for these big things? And I couldn't like touch it. It was like there. And I would, you know, go and invest a ton of money. I was like, okay, it's just strategy. I need to go and hire an like online business manager. Okay, I'm going to go hire this person who's going to help me with my social media. Like I was looking for all of these outs to, you know, and sure, like I hired them. Invested a ton of money. I did all my branding. I did the perfect website. You know, all the things were in place. And then when it came time to speak about the offer, or it came time to step into the light, or to, you know, whatever it was, I fucking froze because my system was like, you have a threshold, Christine, and remember when you were humiliated, and remember when all these things happened to you. I love you and I can't let you do this. So it like totally threw me into a loop. I completely collapsed. And then I had this story of like, look, I already tried. And it came up with Kelsey and I when we were building Club Unhinged. Like Kelsey and I both had betrayal. We both had, you know, like money shit. We've had all sorts of stuff. And so as we were building Club Unhinged, our dream was like, let's help women liberate themselves to be so fucking proficient in love, sex, money, and power. The 4 most shame-induced topics probably on the planet. The things that keep like a woman, I think actually it was Fiona's, your podcast. I was talking to your podcast and there's this clip and I'm like on a rant and I'm like, you like having a woman be proficient in all those areas. And we're not just talking about sex, like getting fucked. We're talking about like, that's one thing, but it's also like your life force energy. And that's what we're going into tomorrow. But a woman who is like really embodied and empowered in those things is fucking terrifying to society because she's not really, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't about being like
ungovernable.
Yes, it's not a hyper independence. It's just that like, there's this confidence, there's this it factor. There's this, you walk into a room and people notice there's an energetic magnetism that happens. Right. And this is the work that we are obsessed with. And it really doesn't have to be hard. Like that was the cool thing where we like all these pieces started connecting. And, you know, Kelsey and I have experienced that as we were building the club. We had all of our, you know, shit come up. And it's been beautiful to have a space in place to work through it. Because what happens is when we try to lone wolf this and we do it alone, which is what majority of people do. Yeah, that's cool. I'll take that little takeaway and then I'll implement it myself. We're not meant to do things alone. And we heal actually, and our nervous system regulates through community and especially
Co-regulation.
Co-regulation, exactly. It's like one of the most foundational pieces. And to have a place where it's like, hey, I'm really struggling with this, or this came up and I want to actualize this. It doesn't allow us to go too far along with getting sideswiped by the nervous system, right? Like we are just gonna, like the work we do is you're getting a full-blown upgrade. Like you're upgrading your nervous system. You're in a powerful community of other people who are doing cool shit that instantly calibrates you. Like it's not what you think it is. Like a lot of people think it's just, I'll just think better thoughts. Like a lot of the manifestation techniques, like bless it, but like
those only work if your nervous system is regulated.
Totally. They're not bad. They're not wrong. They're not like none of it is bad or wrong, right? Like none of these, you know, the healing technique, all this stuff, it's great, but it isn't the key. It isn't the actual key that's going to move the needle forward. Yeah.
You got to tend to the baseline first. And when you tend to the baseline, which is your nervous system, and like for me, when I go into that state of freeze, like it's almost like this fuzzy force field that I can feel like buzzing, like it's like a film over my entire body that I can feel. And like it literally, like if anything good wants to come in, it hits that force field and then bounces out. So it actually can't come in and lock in, because like this buzzy force field is going on. And so this is why we are so on this train of like working with the nervous system. And again, like that is done in relationship. If you think about all of your wounds and like all of your relational wounds, like every wound you have is relational, because you have learned how to human through other human beings. So every wound you have is relational. meaning if you want to truly regulate your nervous system, that has to be done in relationship. Like, yes, you can self-regulate at times. Like, that is a very important skill to have. But for most of us, like as children, we were kind of sent into, if you were like born in the 80s, like we were, I was like sent to my room to like get over it or deal with it. So I actually didn't learn how to regulate my nervous system because there was no co-regulation template. And so I took all of these adaptations of being hyper independent and I'll just deal with it on my own. This is where my avoidance attachment comes from, of like I have to deal with it on my own because there's no one who's going to be there for me anyway. So I need to like figure it out. But the thing is, when I was going to my room, I wasn't figuring it out. I wasn't regulating. I was dissociating. I was like popping off into fantasy. And guess what I do as an adult? I do the same thing. I pop off into fantasy anytime my nervous system gets dysregulated. And so I'm off in fantasy land dreaming of like, oh, like if this thing changed or if this person was different or like if this XYZ happens, then I'll feel good. Meanwhile, I'm completely severed from myself. And so it's only been in connection and like really safe community connection where I've been able to regulate my nervous system to a point where I can actually open and allow more goodness to come through. And Christine and I both have this very similar pattern of like good things actually dysregulate us. Like when something good happens, we have a story and association that's followed by a big loss. It's going to get taken away or something bad is going to happen. And so there is this way we kind of maneuver sometimes when we're dysregulated of like, well, I'm not going to allow things to get too good because it's either going to get taken away from me or I am like something really bad is going to happen. Like there's going to be a blowout, like the rug's going to get pulled. And so we've had to really work that with each other in the co-regulation space so that our nervous system gets more comfortable being seen and our human gets more comfortable being seen in the full scope. So like Christine and I don't hide these parts with each other. We bring them out in the open. If something's come up, we're in connection. And we also do this inside of the club with everyone who's in there when things come up so that we can learn how to like reset and actually get into that space of regulation so that you can take action that's consistent with you 2.0. You can take action in a way that helps you create and generate that dream life that you wrote about today. Yeah.
You know, they say like the arena, like Brené Brown talks about like get in the arena. And the way I see, just Kelsey, as you're talking, the club is like the arena.
Mm-hmm.
You come, like a lot of containers are like, it's cute. Here's your pre-recorded material. Bye-bye. And I don't have done that before, but it's like, do it on your own and that's fine. But the club is like, it's the fucking shit show. It's where you come in the best way possible. And you're like, you are, I don't want to say fighting for your expansion, but you are like in the fucking arena.
Mm-hmm. You're playing the game.
You're playing the game. Think about like, that's the thing. Like we don't fuck around. And that's why we don't take a lot of people into the club. And we open a couple times a year is because the work we do in there is you can't possibly come out and not change. There's no fucking the way like I read a comment earlier. It said, I know I've done so much personal development and I feel like other people even know more than me. And it's not like ingrained in me or, to that degree. That's because again, like we can sit and we can mentally masturbate and we can read and listen to podcasts and we can know it. Like I've done that where I could spew off the most perfect, like, oh, well, this is da 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 da. But it's not until you get your fucking hands dirty and you're in there and you fuck up and you piss somebody off or you trigger somebody and then you're triggered by somebody else and then you name it and you're like, I don't know what to say, but that thing you did was really like, that's more like, fuck yeah, tell us more about like, it's like you're creating safety through kind of being in the shit show. So it's sort of like we're holding a container for your messy parts to come out because the messy parts are the ones that don't feel safe and they're the ones that are holding you back and cock-blocking you from your dream life. End of story. It's not hard. It is just, but it's being willing to go into the unknown. It's being willing to go back and say like, oh my God, okay, we're going to go into this painful experience. Like yesterday in the club, we had a coaching call and, there was multiple times we went in there and we were like, Alyssa's like, we go in and we are like holding spaciousness for the discomfort, and we're not exiting. We're not saying, you know what, you're kind of dragging down the vibe of the group right now. So if you could just, your inconvenience, if you could just get
Up your vibe a bit.
yeah, just
that'd be
up your
great.
vibe, right? Like that's not what we're doing. We're saying like, let's hold space for this part, because like that is the transformation, having more capacity to feel things that are uncomfortable, right? So like that is the way through. So our big, hope for today is obviously we're going to be building every single day. We're going to be next, tomorrow going into how your sexual energy is your life force energy, and that is receiving energy, and that is feminine energy. And we can't feel confident and sexy and playful if we're not in a sense of safety. So we're going to make that correlation as well about how those two connect, because so many times, again, women are shut off from that fiery, powerful, intuitive, flowing energy. Like that's our natural state. And we've become sort of hyper masculine. We've become more in this hustle, this more to-do list. And so we want to really make sure that we just weave that together. But these days are going to build. Our hope for today with the aha is that you can start to see that like there's nothing wrong with you. There's no reason why you can't have your dream life. It's just like identifying what your dream life is and why you think it's not here. And then actually making the correlation that it's not hard. It's just, there's just parts of you who are deeming your dream life as a bit of a threat. It's not a big deal. We just want to help those parts see that you're really fucking capable. You're actually a really capable, powerful woman who's just had some shitty experiences happen. End of story. Right?
Yeah.
We rewrite that narrative that there's nothing serious going on here. There's nothing like, Kelsey and I have seen some crazy shit ourselves and with other people. And they're like, oh my God, you just made that so casual. And when you make something so casual and like there's this like really beautiful like reverence and casual that blend together that helps that part feel like, oh, I'm not fucked. I can do this. I'm capable, right?
It's just my unclaimed power, and it's time to claim that power back.
Yeah.
And so like you have the opportunity for the rest of your day, the rest of your evening to move through your day from this place of expanded awareness and deeper connection with yourself. That's the play that we want you to work with for the rest of today. And like if it's evening, then I want you to play with that tomorrow before you come into session 2. Of like, if I were to move from this space of like claiming more of my power, how would I move? What would I say? What would I do? And just have that split second of consideration before you make the move, before you say the thing, before you think the thing, and see how much 2.0 you can get in the mix before your system is like, stop it. That's important data. That's really important data to know like how much capacity you've got to play. And so then once you kind of know where you are on the map, then we can really work with it inside the club.
Mm-hmm.
Ready to consider how I would operate by claiming my power. Reagan, yes, love this. Love this. I can't wait to hear what you come up with tomorrow. And just play with it for 24 hours. Like, let's start small. Let's start in this spot of like, well, what would that look like today? Because today is all you have anyway. Like you don't have tomorrow is guaranteed, or like the year from now, like you have today. So start working with it today and see what momentum you build. And we'll do a temperature check tomorrow when we come in and just see what kind of came up, what came through. And then we'll, like Christine said, we're going to build on that, and we're going to go into tapping that creative life force energy. Because once we know that there's unclaimed power and we unblock that power, it opens us up to step into that creative life force energy, which is the real fucking singer. So like we're going to go there tomorrow. So we want you to get familiar with your power, your relationship to it today. And then just notice when your nervous system is like, okay, I've had too much. That's enough, 2.0. And just notice, and don't make it wrong. You don't need to make it wrong. It's not bad. It's not wrong. It's just information. Okay. And I think that's a good place for us to wrap it today. Should we pick our 3 mini training winners?
Yep.
Okay. Let's go through here. Do you want to pick one? I'll pick one, and then we'll pick one together.
Yep. Okay. Love it. I'm going to go with Becca.
Amazing. And I am going to go with Danny.
That was nice. That was, yeah. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Oh, man. You know what? I'm going to go. I mean,
Maybe we should do 4 so that you pick
okay,
one
fine.
more and I'll
Okay,
pick one.
I'm going to do Michelle because I loved your honesty and your comment earlier. I love that. You were just like, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, I'm gonna go with
And I'm going to go with Regan.
that.
Okay.
Cool.
So those are our 4. We'll reach out to you with the link to join the mini training that's going to happen on November 14th. So we'll send you out the details for that. And then we're going to be coming back tomorrow for day 2. And we'll have another prize for everyone who is here live. And we'll be picking those winners at the end of tomorrow. Love you.
Micro shifts, guys.
Micro
2.0.
shifts.
Every little moment throughout your day. What would OG me do? And what would 2.0 do? It
Mhm.
fucks the program and has you making transformations so fast.
Okay.
Tomorrow.
Okay, hold on. Before we go, like, what's your main takeaway? Like, pop it in the chat. Like, one word, one phrase. Like, what are you leaving here with today? We'd love to know.
Claim it. I mean, that's the thing. We're right now, the whole idea of like claiming the power.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing if part of you is like, I gotta go, and just be like, no, I'm gonna stay for that extra minute. I'm gonna fucking go for it.
Mm-hmm. Hope, yes. The manifestation techniques only work if your nervous system is regulated. Yes, all caps. Hundo P. Believing in what's possible, power moves, community. Testing my capacity. Love that. Continuing to play with a year from now. Love that, Alyssa. Yes, yes, yes. What are you taking away today? Let us know. OG Jenny got me this far and she keeps trying to come online, but Jenny 2.0 is ready to take over. Questioning. Yes. Like, questions are great. Like, you want, expanded results, ask different questions. Like, ask a more expansive question. I love this.
Mm-hmm.
So good. Holding space for myself. Oh, Michelle, we love that. Love that. Love that.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, and if anyone is feeling like extra fucking spicy and you want to do a little boomerang or a little like
Sharesies
and tag Kelsey and I, or hop in our DMs on Instagram and share with us. We just want to let you know there's a big extra little bonus. So if you DM us on Instagram, I'm just at Christine Bano, Kelsey's at Radical Self Love. Or you can go on Club Unhinged and do it, or you tag us on like a story or anything. We are going to be giving away at the end of the week on Friday. We're going to be choosing one person, and Kelsey and I are doing a deep dive tag team coaching session with you one-on-one. So it's a private intensive with the 2 of us. So 2-on-1. I mean, watch out. This is the real 3-way. So yeah, so this is like over $1,000 value. So we're going to be tag teaming. Yeah, for sure. So if you like, the reason as well is it's helpful. You guys know the drill. It's helpful when people see that other people are having breakthroughs, they get excited. This is not like a cheesy, be like, if you like our vibe and you think, if you like what we're up to, the more people who see it, it's helpful for us to spread the word. Like, we're on this mission to help women just become super fucking unleashed and wild,
unhinged,
and uncaged and unhinged in like the best way, not in like unhinged, like you're off, turbo off.
You're off the rails.
We want like off the rails medium, like, just feeling.
Yeah. Off the rails, but like regulated nervous system in alignment with the truth of who you are and in alignment with you 2.0, like unhinged in that way. And yeah, so
very magnetic.
all the things. And so every time you do a post on social media, so like in your stories or DM us or like in your feed, that counts as one entry into the draw for the coaching. So like if you do like 10 of these, you get 10 entries. So the more you do, the more entries you get, the more likely you are to win.
And we're gonna tag us on Instagram. If you do a story, tag us, because we're gonna repost on our accounts, because that's really fun.
And that's also how we know that you've entered the draw.
The one DMing you. What's the one with DMing? Yeah. So if you DM us, you get an entry. But if you DM us on like Club Unhinged, Kelsey or mine, you get an entry. And then if you do like a story or a post or whatever, if you don't want to fuck up your feed, then a story is totally fine. Just tag us. And then that also counts as an entry. So whether you DM us or tag us in a story, it just helps us spread the word. And
And just let us know what you're taking away, like the insights that you're having. Like that's kind of the content that we want you to play with, of like what you're taking away, like how this inspired you, what's moving, what's shaking, what you're realizing. Like those are the kind of topics that we want you to play with that count as your entry for the draw. Okay. All
Love
right.
you. See you
We
tomorrow.
love you. We'll see you tomorrow. Mwah. Bye.
All in all, we want to say thank you for being here. We love and appreciate you so much. And if you liked today, give us a 5-star rating, and we'll see you next week.
And share it. If you know somebody who needs this in their life, share this shit. Abundance goes round and round. We love you.
We love you.